Welcome back everybody to another JackO the Soccer Bro video. Back at it again with the Birthday Classic, part number 2, game number 2, the finals. We got Max and Colin on the cross-country team, the XC team, going up against, my gosh, Jack and Gavin with the FC team, or the soccer team. I'll throw out 400 different names for these guys during the videos, but hey, it is what it is. You guys know who is who, hopefully. Colin gets that pass down into Max, first shot, no good. Gets the board again, and one. Count the basket and the foul. One free throw on the way here from him after hitting that bucket. And for some reason, Gavin is trying to defend it. Here we go. Now we're sorted out, mostly. Okay, now we are. One shot on the way for Max. It's up, that's short, yep. And Gavin is going to get the rebound. And before we get too far into this video, I should tell you to grab your best friend from 2nd grade, use his left hand index finger, and smash it into that like and subscribe button as Gavin gets the bucket there to make the game 2-2. But yeah, just please subscribe, or you will subscribe, Jedi Mind Tricks, I don't know, because it's cool, it helps the channel out, and you're an epic gamer or something if you do. Because that pass there from Colin is intercepted from JackO. It's going to be 2-2. It's pass to Max. No, it's intercepted. Yeah, the pass was to Max, unfortunately. It wasn't supposed to. Max gets another foul, and the finish. 4-2. And that's his second and one bucket of the game for him. It's a great start to the day, as it's going to be 4-2 now, with another free throw on the way. It's up, and that one is in. 5-2, 1 for 2, 50% on the day here for Max. It's going to be a 3-point lead here as the soccer team tries to retaliate. JackO goes straight to the hoop, goes for the spin move, and the finish is not quite there as it's greatly defended. Yes, that makes sense. Well defended by Max. Pass to Colin, and JackO is there for the backboard block, and he is hyped about that one, as he rightfully should be. A great defensive play there from him as Gavin gets the rebound. JackO now pulls up for 3, using his momentum, but that one is no good. It's going to be out of bounds, and 5-2 is still the score. Just Colin tries to go through Gavin, but it doesn't work. He finds Max. Max now, he can pull up for 3. He does. Shot, no good. Another air ball. I guess some things will never change from the first video into this one. But hey, it is what it is. It's just how it's going to be here. And like I said from the last video, if you didn't watch that one, it's a new hoop that we just put up like an hour before this. So nobody has shot on it before. Except for, of course, Max and Colin, because they played their first game a little bit before this one. As Max does not let JackO get past, he just throws it away somewhere, and Gavin manages to find his way to the ball. And the pass there to JackO. Baseline, run to the hoop, and the two-handed slam over Colin. Anytime he gets a run from the baseline, if you're under the hoop, you better watch out, because he's going to throw that ball down right over your noggin. Noggin with a K, that's how I say it. Gavin gets a block on Colin. Great effort there from him. But Colin manages to get the board out beyond the 3-point line. He could take it, he doesn't. Passes it off to Max. And Colin sets a good screen there on Gavin. Max down low, takes it out to the elbow. More his shot range. Doesn't find anything there. That could have been a travel, maybe not. He just throws it over his head here. And Colin finds his way to the ball. Way downtown. If he hits this shot, that would be epic, but he looks like it's not going to go in. So he just doesn't take it. Max, for some reason, trying to post up against Jack. That's not going to work too well for him usually. Shot there from Colin, no good. JackO gets the board and takes it up to the checkout box for 3, and that's also no good. The distance was there, but the shot, the shot was not on target there. Air ball for him, and that's going to be 5-4. Colin for the jumper with no jump, and that's good. That's going to be 7-4 now. Back to a 3-point lead here for the cross-country team.
How are you feeling, Colin?
As Liam runs onto the court, goes up for the... Oh, he doesn't go up for the slam. That's unfortunate for him. Could have gotten some highlight material out of him as Gavin goes for the drive, passes it out to JackO instead. He could pull up. He does. That looks like a short, and it is short. Another air ball from him. That's not what you want to see in this game. 7-4 still is the score now. Colin loses his footing on the grass and just decides to hold on to the ball here, not going to do anything with it. Gives it off to Max. Colin sets another screen. It was right in between the two. That pass there for Max is really good, but Gavin is able to get enough on the tip of it just to, no, oh, Colin for three, quickly. Yes, that's in, 10-4. He gets the steal, and then just hoists up a shot from the three-point arc, and that's gonna be in. 10-4 is the score now. JackO wants to retaliate with a three. That's close, but it's gonna be in and out. Still 10-4, as it is a 6-point game here. Soccer team's gotta start doing something here. JackO bites on the pump fake there from Colin, thinking he's gonna shoot again, because he's got that momentum, and JackO just tips it right out of bounds. It's gonna be Max's ball. Toss it into Colin. I'm assuming that's how they're gonna do it. That's how they usually do it. Yep. That's what it's gonna be. Gavin defending the pass inbounds just because of his sheer size. Max throws it up over everybody. JackO bites on the pump fake from Colin yet again, and this time he hits the bucket. 12-4. And he is on a roll this game, actually scoring. He's gotten 7 of their 12, I think, at this point, which is, it's definitely more than the 0 he got in the first game, so way to go for him. Love to see it. 12-4 now, 8-point game, and things are not looking good for the soccer team at all, as Colin just pokes away the ball from JackO as he tries to ISO it on him. He's never been much of a dribbler type of guy. I'm not quite so sure why he was doing that. I mean, probably because Gavin wouldn't do much better in an ISO situation. This is just a team that doesn't really have much skills with that kind of thing, compared to Max and Colin, and that's what they do. Good pass there off that steal from Colin, but Gavin gets the block, and Max can't do anything with it. He has to shuffle back quickly, get into a defensive position. Gavin gets stuck halfway through to the paint, throws it at JackO's feet, but he manages to collect it. And that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang jersey, he better sign the ting. As JackO drives in against Max, bullies him out of the way, and he goes up for the two-handed slam. And that could potentially spark a comeback here for the soccer team as Gavin gets a steal, and he pokes it out to JackO. It's going to be 12-6 now. For three, JackO now. And that's another air ball. That one wasn't exactly the right distance anyway. It looked a little bit long to begin with. But it's going to be the cross-country team's ball here, and let's see if they can add to their lead and just put this game away. Let's see what they can do. Gavin checks it up to Max. Max goes in on the drive. Great pass out to Colin. Gavin bites on the pump fake. Colin's shot too strong off the board. And Gavin gets the rebound here. JackO sets a screen on Colin. And that, oh boy, that's really bad communication there from those two as Gavin gets the two-handed slam. Both Max and Colin decided to defend JackO, who didn't even have the ball. And that gave Gavin a great lane to the hoop and the easiest 2 points that he's ever had in his basketball career. That's going to be 3 straight buckets off of dunks, I think, for the cross-country, not the cross-country team, the soccer team. I'm not sure if the cross-country team players can dunk. Haven't seen him do it yet. Max, mid-range jumper. Was that a pass or a shot? Can't quite tell. Doesn't matter. Gavin gets it anyway, and Jack can't hold on to his pass, as it's going to be out of bounds. XC ball. Max decides to check it up instead of passing it in. That's an option that we have whenever we play. Great pass out there to Max. Colin's shot. Too much juice behind it, and it goes out. Yeah, out off the board, right. Way to go, me. JackO wants the oop from Gavin, but Gavin can't quite see him or hear him. He gets inside, though. He could just go up for a shot. Looks like he will. He does, and his arms are just held down by those two, and that's going to be 2 free throws on the way for him. I legitimately can't remember if these are his first. Okay, yeah, these are his first shots from the line. He's probably a bit of a Shaquille O'Neal style shooter, 50% or less, most likely, as that first one is no good, but let's see if he can hit the second one here to make it a 1-score game. That looks better. Yep. There it goes in. Splish, splash. That shot wasn't too trash from Gavin. 12-9. As Max pulls up for a mid-range jumper off the front rim as Gavin gets the board. He's done that all game. He's going to keep doing it again as he has to get it into that box, and he doesn't. And looks like a stop is going to be called into the play just to reiterate the rules with everybody. Just make sure that everybody knows exactly what we're doing, because in case you weren't aware, whenever you get the ball off of a shot or a steal, you have to get it into that box that Colin just walked across, marked by the tar lines. Gavin was not quite aware of that, but the cross-country team is going to be nice enough to give the soccer team the ball back again, and it's checked out as Colin shows no mercy on that one. Just pokes it away from Gavin before he can do anything with it. On the drive from Gavin, he puts too much behind it, gets the offensive board, shoots, misses again, but he still gets the board. Gavin out, doesn't go for the shot again, passes it outside to JackO, but is poked away from Max. Max on the drive, JackO clamping him up, out to Colin. JackO yet again defending that one. He's having to 2v1 these guys as Gavin's just standing in the paint. Okay, finally they slow it down as Colin doesn't take that open corner three he had. Great poke away there from JackO, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Gavin, I believe, but I'm not so sure. JackO is letting Gavin know about that one. He was not a big fan of the lack of effort there, as Colin is going to pass this ball into Max. Not too much trouble there as Max goes too strong with it off the board, and Gavin gets the rebound here. What can he do with it? Trying to ISO up against Colin here, out to JackO's feet, because that's where you need to shoot the ball with. He pulls up for three, that's a little bit short. Yep, Gavin gets the board. Gavin does not get the board. Colin gets the board after it's just a little bit too far away from Gavin. He goes up into the lane, no good. And JackO is just too strong in the defense there for Max. Believe it or not, I actually have some muscle on me. But not really, not much. Only to beat Max. Anybody else here and I would just get absolutely bodied in the paint. Especially Gavin. And Colin is just too feisty with it. Oh boy, that's a poor shot there from JackO. Easy layup you would think, but he manages to miss it after hitting. He can hit dunks in the game, but not a layup for some reason. Max, corner jumper, his kind of shot. Yet again, no good. This time Gavin actually does get the rebound. And I don't think the cross-country team has scored in a solid 3-4 minutes. They really got to start doing something here, or else this game is just going to get out of hand. A pass out to JackO. He pulls up for three. That's his shot right there. No good. Gavin, offensive board, and he puts it in. Great to see him doing that kind of thing, getting buckets in this game. Exactly how you'd expect him to. As the cross-country team call a timeout here after the 7-0, 9-0, I think it's 7-0 run from the soccer boys. Colin trying to ISO up against Gavin, doesn't go. Max looking for a pass, obviously. He finds it to Colin. Colin pulls up for a jumper. JackO tips it up against the board and then manages to grab the rebound. He pulls up for another three, off balance, off the back of the rim as well. As Gavin takes it out. JackO sets a screen on Colin. Gavin does not really use it, still finds a way to get into the paint, and that's blocked from Max. But was there a foul on that one? Yes, there was. That's going to be 2 shots on the way for Gavin. As he can't quite find the free throw line. It isn't very obvious, but there is just, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's just a little bit lighter of a patch on the pavement. If you can see it. First shot from Gavin. This one is no good. Same thing as his first time at the line, but let's see if he can hit the second shot here to tie the game up. He sure can, and that's an 8-0 run now for the soccer team. Not sure if you can call it a run. It's been pretty spread out over the last 6-7 minutes or so. As Max tries to get it inside, but he can't 2v1 the 2 taller players on the court. As Gavin passes it out to JackO's feet. JackO on the drive. Inside, great block from Colin. His effort defensively in these 2 games have been amazing. He pulls up for a 3, no good. You saw him hit that earlier in the game, but this one's not going to fall. As Gavin slows the game down a little bit. And now he has to find a pass as Colin pokes it away. He does. JackO out right by his 3-point range. You know he likes that kind of shot. He doesn't take it, passes it into Gavin over Colin, and Gavin is just going to put it up and in. Not much Colin can do there. Just the size disadvantage, the 3-4 inches that Gavin has on Colin is too much for Colin to defend him there. Max does a good behind the back move, and that's going to end that 10-0 run. 14-14 is the score now. Both teams need 7 points to take the dub here. We're back in a close one. What can Gavin do here? Screen set from JackO, but Gavin does not use it. Out. 3-pointer, that looks short. It is. Front rim. Max is going to get the rebound here. He goes out behind the 3-point arc the way Check's supposed to do. Gavin, good close out there on Colin. And that shot is an air ball. JackO grabs the board. Carefully make sure he stays in bounds. Gavin sets a screen on nobody. That's okay. Colin is just too strong here for JackO to get the spin move. That's a great pass inside for Gavin, using the height. And that shot, well defended by Colin. Not much Gavin can do there to finish any better. And that ball is tipped out off of JackO's thigh, but Colin manages to retain possession. That's a... Wow, Gavin, I didn't know you had that kind of vertical in you. As Max goes for a neat finish, but it doesn't go. And I believe that's going to be out of bounds off of Gavin. I believe, yep. Max and Colin's balls. Colin looks to pass it in here. What can you do with it? That may or may not be a 5-second violation right there, but we'll let it slide here. This is a pretty casual game. Great pass inside there for Max. Colin's shot no good. Max goes for the tip-in slam. That's no good. Gavin, great effort to keep the ball. And looks like he has a 2v1 here. He doesn't take it. He gets stuck. He's just got to throw it up and over to Jack, and he does. He blows by Max, goes up for the slam, and he hits it over Colin's head here. And that's a great poster finish here from him. 16-14. As the soccer team is back on top for the second time in this game. But it's only 2 points here, not much. And keep in mind, the cross-country team here was up by 8 at one point. And now they're behind by 2 as Max airballs that one out of bounds. Can't quite tell if that was a pass or a shot. But it won't matter, because it's going to be Jack and Gavin's ball up top. What can I do with it here? Something to extend the lead? Or just give the ball away like they've done half time this game? Who knows? Tries to throw it into Gavin. Yep, there it is, just giving the ball away as Max. Good effort there to get the steal. He could pull up there, that's his kind of shot. Doesn't take it. Drives down low. He also doesn't hit that one. Colin gets the board offensively, and that's going to be swatted out of bounds off of JackO. Or is it going to be tipped out off of Max? I cannot quite tell. Don't know what he's trying to argue about there, but yes, it is going to be Jack and Gavin's ball up top here. Out of bounds off of Max. They've been given another opportunity here. What can they do with it? JackO's slowing the game down here. Gavin going for a little bit of a jog, trying to get open. JackO just picks up the ball at the elbow. Gavin thinks, hey, just throw it up over it. It's going to work fine. Didn't work last time, so JackO decides not to take it as Colin gets the great steal, but the pass is not as good. And that's going to be, a brief injury timeout here from Colin as Jack hits the 3, but it won't count. Injury timeout here from Colin after something he did to himself a little bit earlier in the first game. So it is going to be Jack and Gavin's ball yet again up top. They really wish that 3 would have counted there. That would have made it a 2-point game for the win here. As Jack just tries to get a handoff from Gavin. Gavin passes it out, another 3, but this one does not count because it doesn't go in. Max gets the board, and that's a good pass out to Colin. What can he do with it here? Will he tie the game up with a shot? No. Out to Max. Max could pull up, doesn't. Drives inside, and he backs out of it. Just too much congestion in there for him to go. Great pass inside, doesn't go. Max gets the oop and the finish there from him. You saw him do it twice in game 1. Now he's back at it again in game 2. Kind of a signature move there from him, which is unique. I haven't seen him do that ever when we play, but I guess in a 1v1 it's a bit more difficult. Colin for 3. This one doesn't go. Bouncing around, and it goes out to JackO. 16-16. Both teams need 5 points to win. JackO goes for a reverse layup 360 kind of thing, but it doesn't go. It looks like they're going to call a foul on it, and that's going to be their ball up top after JackO wanted it to be a shooting foul, but it was determined that no shooting motion was made, and it's going to be up top. JackO for 3. No good here, but it's going to roll out to him way downtown. Will he pull up? Yes, he does, from the corner. Oh, so close. In and out. Gavin gets the offensive board and the bucket. They only need 3 points for the win now, as Max and Colin are going to have to start playing with a little bit more urgency than they were before. And there it is. Colin on the drive quickly, and that one is in, tying the game at 18 apiece. Both teams just need 3 points now, as Jack and Gavin call a timeout here, work out a game plan. And let's see what they can do with those plans. Oh, as Colin ruthlessly just pokes it away from Gavin. He's going all out here. You love the effort from his. Gavin goes for a shot, and that one does not go in. Well, my voice was kind of whack there. I apologize for that if that hurt your ears. But yeah, that's why Gavin hasn't shot much in this game. That's gonna be an airball from him, but I guess everybody really has been airballing their shots today, so it's alright. Can't blame him too much for it. He had a shot, took it, it just didn't fall in. As Colin slowing the game down here on the inbound. He could pull up there. Ooh, looks like he wanted it, but he doesn't take it. He doesn't nod to Max to get him to go. Gavin bites on the pass, but Colin just is left with a wide open drive to his left, and the finish, 20-18. They just need a singular free throw to win the game. Jack and Gavin really have to clutch up here on this drive to do something. Colin is trying to hype up Max here. They're both hyping each other up. Get hyped here, folks. This is going to be a close ending here. Let's see if they can do with it. JackO trying to hold down the ball. Gavin sets a screen for him. Colin is not letting JackO get past. Look at that. He pokes the ball away. JackO picks it up and can dribble again. Gets inside down low, and that's a tough finish there, and it goes. 20-20. A free throw won't do it anymore for the cross-country team. Gotta win by 2. That's the rules here. But any other bucket will do it for him. Max looks to Colin for the pass. Doesn't take it. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Max's foot. No, they're calling it out of bounds off of Gavin. And his foot. That's just going to be interesting here. Let's see what they can do with it. Will they try to go up and out and play the ball the way they have all game, just holding the possession? Or will they try to go quickly down low and get a quick bucket here? Looks like Max is going to pass it in, so I feel like they're going to try to go down low with it. Yep, there's Colin posting up on JackO. He passes in. What can Colin do with it? He goes up, and he hits the game-winning bucket down low, 22-20. And that's a great win there from Max and Colin as Colin hits the game winner. What a great improvement from him last game into this one. An amazing effort. I feel like he actually had the majority of the XC team's points here, and that's an amazing way to finish off the series here and win the Birthday Classic title for the cross-country team. And anyway, that's going to be about it for this one. See you guys.